If you remember in my previous streams, I mentioned that AI will automate some jobs, but as any new general purpose technology like electricity, internet, and now AI, it will create new industries, new sectors, and therefore new jobs and new roles that doesn't even exist right now. And this is something that I wanted to do in this stream. I wanted to give you a couple of examples of new roles that we know will be created with when actually AI will be more and more integrated within our economy, within industries, and when basically we will have a AI based economy, because right now we do have a well, we have an internet based economy because we're using internet for everything. We're using the web for everything. And within every sector, everything is being communicated by through internet or through the web that we know as today, basically. Now, when we're gonna have the AI based economy, well, we'll have new roles, and I wanted to dig deeper in it and to show you some examples. And those examples are kind of based off what we know and what we understand right now when it comes to AI roles that will be created and new AI services and industries that also will be created. So let's jump in. As usually is the case, I will push myself aside. Here we go. The first one, AI workflow integrator. That's actually something that probably kind of some people are already doing it in some way, just they don't have the title of AI workflow integrator. But basically this person doesn't build the AI but configures how it interacts with humans and software tools in specific industries. Think of someone setting up smart workflows for small businesses, freelancers, or departments, optimizing how AI agents interact with emails, CRMs, or any project tools, or whatever system is, whatever it's in a big corporation or in a small company. It's a little bit like a system integrator that we know right now in IT that basically integrates with a bunch of databases, a bunch of solutions within a company. Now we just, instead of using it databases and using it traditional softwares, we're talking about taking AI agents and integrate them within the IT infrastructure of the business itself. So that's something that I think people already working as a workflow integrator. It's just that probably they don't use the title of AI workflow integrator, or maybe they are system integrators or something like that. So that's the one that is kind of the most obvious, obviously. The second is prompt engineer or scenario strategist. It's kind of a step beyond regular prompt writing. Basically, this person builds layered prompt structures for complex use cases like decision trees, simulations, or customer interactions. It could be used in law, medicine, coaching, even entertainment. As I said, it goes a little bit beyond the prompt engineers, because prompt engineers basically they make sure that whatever AI system is used, it kind of has the best prompts or the best instructions on which AI could basically could move forward. This one goes a little bit beyond that. It's about building a whole structure, a whole decision tree of prompts or instructions on which basically AI could basically AI could take as a reference and move forward, to make sure that whether it's the workflow within a business or any operation or activity within a company could happen. It's also used it could be used in any industry, in any sector. It's kind of very general, title, very general role by itself. Next one, AI experience designer. That one is interesting, and I mentioned actually this one in I think in a couple of maybe a week ago in one of my streams. This one is focused on crafting immersive user journeys that blend real and virtual elements. The role may involve AI tools and AI visuals to build like emotional or cinematic experiences, whether for training, entertainment, sales, or even therapy. Basically, they design the feeling and flow of AI-led environments. Again, once AI will be able to auto-generate highly sophisticated, even ultra realistic virtual three-dimensional environments, that will lead to people that will have to design experiences. It doesn't mean they will have to do some graphic design or sound design or character design, because all of those things will be generated by AI. However, they will have to create the experience, the emotional experience itself, or the experience for a specific purpose that the designer will wanted to attain, basically. Highly sophisticated. It's basically one of the things that I could relate to is the UX people, user experience people that are working on the user experience of web pages. It's something similar, but right now, instead of the feel and look of web pages or websites, imagine that's or even apps. Imagine that it's a whole immersive environment, like three-dimensional immersive environment. That's kind of the future of user experience. And I think when AI will be able to generate all of those ultra realistic or immersive environments, we will see an explosion in the user experience. People that have the expertise in the user experience, including the AI experience designer. Okay, next one, sensory environment director. This is like a user experience designer or UX designer, but for fully immersive settings. Think sound, color palettes, space, even temperature suggestions, all adjusted dynamically by AI. The director guides the AI to produce this according to context. It could be a meditation app versus a productivity workflow versus a virtual reality therapy room, something like that. The idea here, and you'll say, well, I mean, that's kind of similar to AI experience designer. Well, yes and no, because this one, that role is more for, for specialists or people that could really focus on the sensory and emotional aspects that kind of comes from those sensory environment. So it's all about those little things, very often we say the devil is in the details, especially when it comes to highly complex, highly rich, basically, virtual environments. So it's about the feel and look of those things, and surely they will work with AI experience designers. The next one is AI character director. This one, I have some doubts about this one, because I'm not sure that people will want to have those synthetic characters that were generated solely by AI, but let's see what happens. And well, that's kind of the role as more people interact with AI personalities. if there will be, if there's will be an AI personality, like in education, coaching, it could be sales, it could be also video games. Someone need to direct these personas. And their job is to basically define tone, memory, behavior, responses, and emotional nuances so the AI feels believable, helpful, or even highly entertaining. So we need to see how it goes, but I mean, if that's the case, probably they will also work with AI experience designer, because the designer will design the experience, and if we want to have highly sophisticated character, well, we'll probably will need someone who also is specialized in kind of creating and building those characters, for the purpose that we want to attain within simulations, or the or just for entertainment itself. Next one, narrative systems architects. For companies building complex dynamic AI experiences, especially in storytelling, games or simulations, this person sets up branching paths, story arcs, and consequences engines powered by AI. There's like a screenwriter plus system thinkers. Why would we actually need them? You cannot just let AI go loose, especially when you wanted a specific simulation to attain a certain goal or a certain objective. You need to create basically kind of paths or some kind of limitations to make sure the AI could branch whatever the decision is, but still the objectives or the goals of the simulation or the experience will be attained. If not, if you let AI just run loose and create whatever narrative that we wanted to, that will be like a free-for-all, and that's not gonna be useful, so to speak. So that's where the narrative system architects is able to kind of curate, but also make sure that the storytelling is going in a certain direction, but at the same time you leave the user enough freedom to explore. Basically, you have the tunnel. The tunnel needs to lead somewhere, but how you walk within the tunnel, that's up to you. And I think that's where the narrative system architect will be involved. So that's it for today. I hope it was basically helpful. So if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything that you wanted to share, please leave them in the comment section and put some like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.